Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like God. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skills. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill. It's time to anime and chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill.
And we are back with yet another episode, and the saga continues. You are chilling with your favorite 2 N-words, the biggest anime nerds. Yes, we can say it. You can't though. What's going on, bro?
Another day, let's get it. Take that.
Another day, another dollar, as they say. Like I said, I've been catching up with some WWE, and I finally watched Backlash, and they, as I said, they hyped it up as the greatest match in history, like the greatest match ever. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I do want to talk about some of the other storylines that they got going on, or that they had going on at the time. That one being Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, and what's going on with them and MVP, and pretty much the early beginnings of the Hurt Business, and how MVP is trying to build a stable on some old school stuff. And it's like, for real though, man, that is just like storytelling 101, right? So I'm like, anytime they do something like that, I'm with it. So I'm like, yeah, because the way they have it is they have MVP. He's getting in the ear of Lashley, telling him, look, man, I could take you to championship gold, I could get you title matches, I could do this, I could do that. And he's actually kind of, paying dividends on his promises and whatnot. And so what I'm going to say is this, and it's like, yeah, so then you have Lana trying to come in, because at the time they still had the storyline of Lana and Bobby being quote unquote married, because we all know that was storyline. So anyway, now you got MVP coming in here telling him like, yo, I can take you to championships, this, that, and the third, yada yada. And Lana getting upset because now she's no longer the focus of Bobby's attention, because now he's like, okay, I can focus on my own self, I could go get the bag myself, I ain't gotta sit here and have her, you know what I'm saying, trying to build me up. I could build myself up, and just needed that inspiration that, nah, dude, you got it, go get it. You see what I'm saying? That pat on the back, that attaboy. So that's what you're dealing with in MVP. That's the player coach, as they would say. He's the one that's like, yeah, nah, I was a player. I've done this before, and I'm telling you, I got your back. Then they kind of tease him doing the same thing with Apollo Crews, who had literally just won the U.S. title.
Now, is MVP wrestling, or he's doing all this from the sideline?
He's doing a bit of both.
Okay.
He's doing a bit of both.
I know the last time I saw anything about him, I don't think he was wrestling.
Not like, he was supposed to be retired,
yeah,
but then he came out of retirement.
Okay.
And it's just a weird dynamic, but for the most part, that's why I say he's like a player coach.
Gotcha.
Because it's like he does the coaching. Like, he can do the sideline thing, but every now and then when he needs to get his hands dirty, he gets his hands dirty. So, yeah. And then he went and talked to Apollo Crews, who, as I said, had literally just won the U.S. title. And so he was like, yeah, man, look, I see what you're doing. I salute you, all of that. But you gonna need somebody to help you navigate these shark-infested waters. I can have your back, man. You know, I was, you know, one of the longest reigning United States champions in the first place. And then Apollo is like, look, man, I respect what you're doing. I get what you're trying to say. Much love, but I'm good. And so MVP is like, well, nigga, fuck you then. Like,
oh, wow.
Right, like, he didn't use those exact words, but it was like, nigga, that was pretty much what he was saying in a nutshell. That motherfucking nigga, fuck you then. And so he was like, okay, I'll see you in the ring. Only thing, well, he didn't see him in the ring. He went to go see Shelton Benjamin. Like I said, the beginnings of the Hurt Business. Because anybody who knows anything about the Hurt Business knows Shelton Benjamin was in the Hurt Business. And so this is the place where they planted the seeds, because they said after the match with Apollo and Shelton, Apollo won, but he slick used shenanigans to do it. And that came about when Shelton tried to put his feet on the ropes.
Nah, see, well, there he goes.
The ref caught him, and he was sitting there arguing with the ref. Apollo rolled him up, and then he hooked the rope with his arm, but the ref couldn't see it. So the ref counted the 3 count, and Shelton Benjamin got up pissed, like, hey, man, what you doing? Like, dog, this motherfucker was holding, he was grabbing the rope, just like you said I was. Why you didn't call him for it? I didn't see it. Can't call what you don't see.
Right. And I mean, that was fair.
But yeah, so after that, they had this joint where it was on social media, where it's backstage on WWE.com, where MVP went and talked to Shelton Benjamin. Like, hey man, that wasn't right. Like, you're, you know, one of the GOATs. Like, you've been here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put in work. Former IC champ, former tag team champ, part of the greatest tag team, world's greatest tag team with Charlie Haas, under the tutelage of Kurt Angle. Like, bro, you got accolades on accolades. Why you know what I'm saying? Come holler at your boy. Come roll with me, and I'll get you straight. I'll put you back where you was, man. Get you back to your glory days. So, like I said, that's starting to plant the seeds. So, but yeah, that storyline was dope. Not really into what they got going on with The Miz and Braun Strowman, which, fast forward to where we are now, they fired Braun Strowman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing behind it. They done fired a lot.
Now, that's crazy
of people.
because a couple weeks ago, I was on Facebook and they were talking about how the WWE let go of like a major player.
Yeah.
Wow, there's some changes going on up there, huh?
Bruh. And I'm just getting that from the news reports. Like I said, I'm playing catch up, so I haven't got to that point in time. But yeah, from what I've seen on the news reports about what's going on currently, yeah, they let Braun go. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, what he was doing with The Miz and John Morrison. But then again, I never took John Morrison seriously. And everybody's like, oh, but he went over to New Japan and he got better. And yeah, I hear you on that. But I'm like, I still remember him when he was, you know, Johnny Nitro. And that's kind of tainted me. And I know some people say, oh, well, that's messed up that you would, you know, just kind of get stuck in that mode of thinking. And I'm like, a first impression is a lasting one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you know what I mean, if you don't, 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 if you don't I ain't gonna say he was garbage. I'm gonna say like he wasn't my cup of tea because he's one of the he did parkour and all of this, and then he would integrate that into his wrestling, which is cool. But I'm like, you really didn't have the structure to do what you needed to do. Like, because you could sit there and, wiggle your way between ropes and this, that, and the third, but we've seen that already.
Yeah.
So all that parkour training means dick. You're just another guy with muscles. So at least with The Miz, he was funny, he was charismatic. He might have been annoying. People might have thought he was an asshole, but he look at him now, man. And I always fucked with him because when he first came out, and they would always show the video package of him being in the real world.
Yeah.
And how he would always run around with a made up title and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a WWE champion one day. And everybody laughed at this nigga like, Mike is crazy. He thinks he's gonna be a wrestler. He's not gonna be a wrestler. He's delusional. He thinks he's gonna be a wrestler.
Well, look at that.
Right? That's what I say. And people don't like that shit.
I didn't watch the real world like that.
Neither did I. But that's why I said when they show the packages, I'll be like, yeah, that's oh damn. That's crazy. But nah. So I'm like, you know what? I respect his grind. I respect his struggle to get to the top. And, not that Morrison didn't have the same struggle. It's just, like I said, he's not my cup of tea. But moving right along, we're going to get to the moment that we've all been waiting for, at least. Randy Orton versus Edge in that greatest wrestling match ever. And my thing is, with all the hype, with all the pomp and circumstance that they put on it, I think it lived up to the hype. And I'm not just saying that because both of them were at one time my favorite wrestler, but that does kind of help. Randy is like my current and will always be like my number one. I don't know why. It's just, I guess because my brother opened my eyes to substance over style. Because when I was younger, I was a huge John Cena fan. I was a huge John Cena fan. And so my brother was like, well, check this. Would you rather see a match with The Rock and John Cena, or would you rather see a match with The Rock and Randy Orton? And I was like, man, as much as I would love to see a match with Cena and Rock, I'm like,
yeah, I'm going with Randy.
right, because at the time, they had literally both matched up on paper identical.
Oh, yeah.
Third generation wrestler. They had both held the title 7 times at that time. Freaking youngest world champion in their generation. And with Orton, that accolade has still never been surpassed. So yeah, it was like that shit was destined for them two to meet. But corporate America says, no. We need to put our golden boy against our greatest megastar, our greatest success story, so to speak. So yeah. And I'm like, okay. Then he was like, well, would you rather see Triple H versus John Cena or Triple H versus Randy Orton? And I'm like, ooh, yeah, again, That's
Going with Triple H on that one.
you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, that's teacher versus student. So the story writes itself. And he's like, bro, we can do this all night. Austin and Cena versus Austin and Orton. Come on, man. You got the rattlesnake versus the viper. Which snake can strike first? Whose strike is more deadly? You see what I'm saying?
And both of their shit is similar in a way. The stunner and
Right.
the RKO.
Right.
So yeah, that would have been nice.
And so it was like from that point on, that was around 2009, we had that conversation. And I remember, nope. I take that back. 2008. Because that was when he was coming out of Legend Killer mode and was slowly morphing into the Viper. That was around the time Randy kicked John Cena's dad's head off. Like, bruh, pulled him out of the crowd, stepped back, and within 2 seconds, bang, Cena couldn't get there fast enough. He had to watch his dad get punt kicked. And it was like, from that point on, everything Randy did was just, it became more vicious, sadistic, calculated. Like, bruh, he would literally pick people apart.
Yeah.
Slowly, intimately, in every way he knew they feared. Then they would wait long enough to see his good work, and when they screamed, he'd split their skulls. You looking mad hard like you don't know what that came from.
I know exactly where it came from. That was good how you put that in there.
Yeah, man.
And that was you're slick doing some promo because you know Loki drops in a couple days.
Oh, did I do that?
You slick dropped some promo.
Did I do that? But yeah. Let me. Oh wow. Yep.
Real quick, who you think wins in a fight? Superman or Omni-Man?
Oh, we had that conversation. For the sake of argument,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Superman.
Okay. And why?
Because Superman, unlike Omni-Man, has compassion. So, yeah, he could in all terms have a full-out battle. But he also knows, I don't want to shit where I eat. I.e., I don't want to fuck this planet up because I need somewhere to live. So, I'm going to do this as quickly as possible so that we don't make a mess of things. You see what I'm saying? So Superman, he's going to try to find every way possible to be like, look, especially if he knows it's a motherfucker as strong as him with all his powers.
Yeah, like another Doomsday.
Right, because he knows what he's capable of. So he's going to do some shit like take that nigga to outer space. Fight that nigga out there. But then again, wait, they both can breathe in out. No. Omni-Man can't breathe in outer space. I don't think he can.
I don't think he can either. He
But
can hold
Superman
his breath.
can.
He can hold his breath.
Yeah, he can hold his breath a long time.
Die. And I mean,
Yeah, he
we've
wouldn't
seen his
immediately
clips.
die.
He can get to where he needs to get to,
Right.
in record speed. So I wouldn't even worry about that.
Right.
I wouldn't even worry about that taking up his space.
But it's an option that Superman would employ.
He would. Yeah, he would. But see, and that's where I think Omni-Man would win. Because Superman would be too busy trying to get him off the planet. Omni-Man will be trying to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, with that, you're right. And
their
but
focus
with
is on two
Superman,
different things.
I guess I would say
Now,
having that sense of urgency. On one hand, yeah, it might seem like a downfall, but at the end of the day, it's like it gives him a reason to fight harder. It gives him a reason to, you know what I mean? I have to find a way, because if I don't do this shit, no one else can stop this motherfucker.
Yeah, but all right. So you know how people be talking about they'll never get to see what Superman can really do. Well, I think with Omni-Man, they are showing us what Superman could really do. Because Omni-Man,
oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm definitely gonna say Omni-Man is that cartoon's version of Superman.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So with that being said, hands down, it's if Superman was unhinged, and I wouldn't even say unhinged, because with Omni-Man, his mission, that's his people. They're Vultramites. That's what they do. They conquer.
Right.
So he was already in that mode anyway.
True.
He was
true.
You know, so he's already like that. Superman, we obviously everybody knows about the
but here's the thing.
The nightmare and all of that, where, you know, right. Superman, goes evil, and, you know, everybody knows about that. But even then, to that point, he had to be pushed to that.
Right.
He had to be pushed to that.
My thing is this. Also, Omni-Man is very cocky and arrogant.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Egotistical.
But I mean,
and I think Superman will find a way to use that against him.
Try to play mind game against him.
Play a mind game, get this nigga angry to where he's making simple mistakes. Not, you know what I mean, thinking his fight through.
I know one thing. We need to try to get this to the guys who do Death Battle.
Bruh.
If they haven't already did it.
Bruh. We need to look them up, email them or something. We gonna look into that. But yeah, cause we be coming up with some ill ass motherfucking
some
death
matchups.
battles.
Yeah, some matchups that, you know, I think people want to see. I know I would. Like, you know, just for shits and giggles. Hulk versus Zangief.
Hulk versus Zangief?
Yep, just for shits and giggles.
I see where you're going with that one.
And I only say that because if you remember in the game, Zangief had that power where he can make his body steel.
Okay, so if you're going to use that,
and him and Hulk have a wrestling match.
Bruh, but here's the thing. Hulk gets stronger the angrier he gets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, so I know the fight wouldn't last long, but it'd be nice.
Even if Zangief did put up one hell of a fight, all it would do is piss the Hulk off.
Yeah,
the fact that this motherfucker is not dying, that he's not going down, this some bitch keeps getting back up. That would piss the Hulk off to the point that he probably just grabbed this nigga and ripped him in half.
Probably.
Not that Zangief is a little motherfucker to be ripping in half, but if you imagine the Hulk getting stronger, nigga, that motherfucker probably get bigger. Well, not too much bigger, but, you know.
Yeah, I could see him and Zangief being about the same size, because Zangief a big nigga too. Zangief a big ass.
Then again, if we go by Marvel's, well, not so much Marvel, but, you know, the Universal one, the Incredible Hulk. If we go by that lore, even though Marvel made that motherfucker canon, shh, don't tell nobody. Yeah, freaking. Even if we go by that Hulk's lore, that freaking damn, I lost my train of thought.
How he be fighting Zangief?
Yeah. Okay. So even if we go by that Hulk's lore, that Hulk is like 8 feet.
Ooh.
12 feet max.
And you know, I'll give it to.
They didn't want to do like the first Hulk and make this nigga like 20 feet tall and shit.
Like now, yeah, okay, that's cool, but I could see Zangief being probably 8 feet.
Like, if you want to keep Zangief to the street, I can see Zangief being, because all of them niggas,
If not
all of them
8,
street fighting
7.
niggas is right.
7
Right.
some change.
He's a humongous dude. Because I can see,
Right.
because you know all them street fighter characters are.
Right.
So yeah, that'd be.
So if he is shorter than Hulk, it's only by a little
right,
bit.
it'll be by margin. The body size probably wouldn't be too much of a difference.
Right.
But you know, as where the Hulk feeds off of Gamma, and Zangief feeds off of endurance. So yeah, Zangief. I mean, I'm just saying Zangief he'd run out of stamina way before the Hulk did.
True.
So.
True.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Zangief wouldn't win that fight, but it'd be nice to see Zangief body slam that nigga a couple times, because he could go all out and body slam him the way he would want to.
Hell yeah.
And it's crazy because I was just watching the other day. I was watching on YouTube a couple of Zangief clips. It was Zangief's evolution of his final atomic buster.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I used to hate that move. That's one thing I hated about Street Fighter games, fighting Zangief.
Was that the one
that
where
grabbing.
he lift you up and spin and come down with the pile driver?
Yeah, he give you that. He give you them 2 German suplexes. Throws you up in the air, jumps in the air, comes down with you, and then throws you. No, it doesn't throw you the second time. Jumps in the air with you the second time.
Oh,
Spins
damn.
all the way around, comes down. Power bomb. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of
pile driver.
No, it's not a pile driver. It's a power bomb. It's a power bomb.
I always thought that move was a pile driver because the way he had your head between his legs and he would come down like that. I was like, I always thought that shit was a pile driver.
No, it's a power bomb.
That's even worse. Motherfucker power bomb your ass from the sky.
It's like
spin out power bomb from the sky.
From the sky, bro.
Fuck out of here, nigga. You're dead.
Yeah, that shit is. God, that shit is. And
Ain't no
that's one thing.
back, baby.
That's one thing I did admire about that move growing up playing Street Fighter. Whenever you got hit with that move took a lot of damage. You can bank on it taking the rest of your life.
But it better.
If you had
Shit,
just a little less than
jump in
half,
and grab you, jump in the
bank
air,
on it.
spin around, and slam you on your
Yeah.
neck.
bank on it. Bank on that taking up the rest of your life.
Like, bro, if that don't take half, if not 2/3 of your energy, nigga,
Bruh,
I don't want to
I'm
do that
telling
move.
you. Yeah. But
Do that move and only take a quarter of your energy. Fuck out of here, nigga.
right. But yeah, I think that'd be a little. I wouldn't say a death battle. You couldn't really make that a death battle.
Yeah,
But it'd be a nice little fan made something if somebody decided to put something
Right.
like that together.
right.
So somebody out there do that.
If you're an animator listening to this show, which I hope you are because we are Anime and Chill, we would like you to help us make some of these matches that we are fantasy booking for you nerds out there. So, any animators, you can hit us up at animeandchill88@gmail.com. Send us an email, let us know. Maybe you can send us a render of some of your art. Let us see what you got. And hey, we might get you to help us make us a new logo. Who knows? Hit us up and you'll find out. animeandchill88@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on Twitter at Armand Joseph. Or on Instagram at animeandchill88. Or on Facebook at armand.joseph.9. Still hate that they shitted on me like that. It said, start your profile, give us your name. Okay, cool. Didn't tell me that's your profile name. So from now on, that's the name for all your links. And now you can't go back and change it. And I'm like, shit.
So that's why.
Yeah, this is why I needed help with some of this social media shit. My brother's coming in on Thursday. I'm going to talk to him about it and see if he can help me set up maybe some new stuff, maybe
Right.
could jigger some shit. We'll figure it out because he's a techie.
Kajigger, that's a new one.
I ain't never heard that one. Kajigger.
Oh yeah.
I never heard that.
I used to watch fucking Futurama all the time. The old cat lady on there, she would always say Kajigger for everything. It was this Kajigger. What does this Kajigger do?
Wow.
Hey, tell the robot with the Kajigger over there. And I'm like, that's a funny word, Kajigger.
Yeah, it is a funny word. Kajigger.
And so I just throw it. I use it as a noun. I use it as a verb. You know, it's not a real word, but then again, all words are made up.
Yeah, they are. And that is something I would like to know. Who decided to make up these words? How did you figure out what they mean?
Right.
I
How
would
do
love
we
to
come
know
up
that.
with meanings and names for certain objects and places and
Right.
people, and that goes into science and the binomial nomenclature, the two-naming name system that they use for naming all species of life on this planet. Again, earth science. I was very deep into that. I'm weird like that. I was deep into earth science. I was deep into astrology. No, astronomy. I always get them two mixed up because they sound alike. Astrology is the study of the astrological signs, and astronomy is the study of pretty much the space of like the planets in outer space and all that good shit. It started with the phases of the moon when I was in astronomy class, and I was learning about the phases of the moon. But then again, I've always been fascinated with the moon since I was a kid. Don't know why.
I like the fact that I can see the gray spots on it.
Yeah, if you look close, you can see the craters.
Yeah. I like that. I'm like, oh, wow.
And then again, here's a cool thing. The moon acts as a mirror, giving us light at nighttime. How does it do that? Well, my friends, it reflects the light from the sun. The more you know. But I was going to ask you about a battle that I wanted to see, Scorpion versus Ryu.
They've done one already.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, they have actually done one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that one up. But that, like, I just be thinking.
But I don't. It wasn't a death battle, but it was something fan made that somebody put together, and it was actually it had two of them. It was Ryu versus Scorpion, and then Ryu versus the Green Ranger.
Okay, I saw the one Ryu versus the Green Ranger.
So, but yeah, I think he wins on both of his fights.
Oh wow.
Nope.
Loses to Scorpion.
He loses to the Green Ranger.
Oh. How the hell did he beat Scorpion?
Tapped into that Satsui no Hado, and that was it.
And for those that don't know, that's the Dark Hado.
And that
And
was
for
it.
you
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
super
forgot. I have to.
casual game playing fans, that's the evil power. Sorry to condescend to you like that.
Right, but some of y'all just need a talking to like that.
Right.
Because if you wasn't saying no dumb shit, you was thinking it. Stupid.
But yeah, man.
Bruh, I'm so ready to interrogate somebody one day. Pull off like a Martin and Will joint.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, cause you got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that phone call.
Yep.
I'm waiting on that phone call, nigga. I will show up
Like,
with a half empty bottle of vodka stumbling through your front door.
Daughter says she got a date. Oh, she
Right,
do
nigga.
now.
Who that? Marcus, who that? It's
One of
Reggie.
those all over again.
Reggie. What? Nigga, who you? I'm Reggie. Motherfucker, I heard him say your name, Reggie.
Yo,
you
they
here
said
for?
they said yo, he really like that was all genuine.
Oh, that was ad-libbed.
Yeah, like the dude who played
bro,
Reggie,
it
his
had to
reaction,
be.
it had to be. His
It
reaction,
had to
everything
be.
had to be, man. It was that was perfect.
Yeah, y'all couldn't have scripted that.
Nah. The emotion, the tremble in his voice, my man was shook.
Right. They was like, all right, you gonna show up to the door and they're gonna do something. Like, okay, what are they gonna do? Look, it'd be better if we just get your reaction.
That's another thing that kind of blows me away. Now, if they're just getting his reaction, does he not know it's Will Smith and Martin who are finna come to the door?
Nah, he knows it's them. He just don't know what they doing.
So he see them with the gun and he's just scared anyway. Cause
Nah,
Will's
he
brandishing the gun.
didn't see Will Smith with the gun until Marcus called him.
Yeah, and then he's got the gun and he
Right.
must have not knew that was part of the shit.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that was sweet. Cause I mean, part of me would have been like, it's Will Smith and Martin. I ain't got to be all too scared. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be one of those. But no, only difference is I'm gonna actually pull the trigger on mine. But shot into the air. And let them know it worked.
Hey, man.
Let them know it worked.
Right? Cause, bruh, that shit be crazy. Especially with this new day and age. Like, that's what I was telling you about with Jupiter's Legacy. Like, with his daughter running around being a little thought.
Yeah, superhero.
And it's like, nowadays you can't tell no girl, oh, you need to stop acting like a little thought.
You seen that thing about the Good Boys?
Good boys?
Good boys.
Come on, like Prime TV. It's like a superhero thing, but
Oh, you mean
you
the
talking about The
boys?
Boys.
The boys. Yeah. We
yeah.
did talk about that.
Yeah, we see that.
For those listening, that's my boy P in the background.
Yo.
So, yeah, we do talk about the boys. Matter of fact, my man's here just finished watching the boys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I saw both see like, bruh, that shit is crazy.
It's mad different. It's mad different. The ending. Homelander's jacking off on top of the building.
Bruh,
That shit threw me for a loop, bruh. I'm like, wait a minute. So everybody gets their happy ending. And then this nigga's on top of a building. Just,
bruh.
come on,
You know
are
what's
you
fucked
kidding
up?
me?
You know what's fucked up? When I was locked up, it was a nigga in jail that did that. I didn't know the nigga was doing it. My cellmate told me like weeks later. He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, he was down there reading one day. He was like, and then on the little top tier, like to your right, he was like, this motherfucker was just beating off. I was like, what? He was like, he was beating off to the lady in the tower. I'm like, the fuck? Nigga, why the fuck didn't you tell me then, nigga? I would've moved.
But yeah, that I like how they beat up Stormfront. I like how
Bro, they gave that bitch a good old fashioned ass whooping.
yeah. She got that. She got that one good.
Especially Queen Maeve. Queen Maeve put it on that
But
bitch.
yo, bump that. When the little boy used his laser beams on her,
Oh, you mean Mini Superman, Mini Homelander?
it took her back to 1944. This bitch was
Had that bitch speaking
straight
German. Well, that's what she get for fucking with his mama.
Oh, no way.
Bro, that's one thing you don't do
Like,
is
yo.
fuck with Superman's mama.
Her scalp was gone, all her hair was gone. So
Right.
my man was trying to outline her.
He cooked that bitch.
That shit was bananas. I said, oh, damn, son. Damn.
He cooked that bitch.
Now it caught me off guard when he killed the mom, but I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
You kind of saw that coming. It's a kid who's about to pop off some laser eyes, doesn't know how to use them like that, and he's pointing them at the lady who has his mom in her hand. So yeah, the mom's probably gonna catch it. So
As you know,
at least they kept that 100.
madness is like gravity.
So
All it takes is a little push.
yeah, that'd be dope. But you find out that the little boy was the contingency plan against Homelander.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay then.
Yeah.
Okay,
And now that
then.
he with Butcher, it's a wrap now. Cause you know Butcher hate that nigga.
Well,
He
I
finna
think
instill that same hate.
Yeah.
Or matter of fact, not so much instill it into the son, but he's just going mold that shit. He gonna tell him, no, you ain't got to always,
Now,
blast that shit straight out.
now I do see the
Concentrate.
difference that you're talking about between Jupiter's Legacy and
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy is PG-13. The
The
boys,
boys
is rated R.
rated R.
Yeah, so I definitely see that already, and like
That's
now
why I was
think
saying
about
with
it, yeah,
that
it's kinda-
superhero shit,
it's-
it was done a little bit better.
the basic superhero story is boring now. The
Right.
superhero, supervillain
Right.
is boring now. Now it appears the supervillain, the new superhero, is the new supervillain now.
Right.
So, but I mean, I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
In a way.
Bruh.
But I'm not gonna lie. Jupiter's Legacy kind of got me. Like, they tell a good story.
Yeah,
So,
they
I mean,
do.
I'm looking forward to
They
whatever
do. That's
coming
why I
out
was
with next.
saying the journey part of that shit was dope. When they was on the boat and they had to
that was the
sail
best
through the
part. Yeah, that was
storm
the
and
best
everybody
part.
was like, turn back, turn back, turn back. He's no. Sail through this shit.
Yeah, that was the
That's
best
where everybody gets fucked up at. They try to turn back. They get caught inside the worst part of the storm. Their ship gets capsized and they all die.
You know what? I've never really paid that, but you are sucking right, bro. Every
Yeah.
time they turn back, they always get fucked up.
Bruh,
Hey,
and
talk to them, Kyle. Tell them.
that's what Buddy was saying. You got to go through the storm. Once you make it through, once you get to the eye of the storm, everything lightens up. And then once they made it through, guess what happened? The storm subsided. They made it to the island. Everybody that had looked for that island, when they got to the storm, turned back.
Yeah, didn't make it. And then the ones who did get there couldn't stop fighting amongst each other.
Right,
Ended up killing themselves. That's crazy.
right,
man. That's crazy.
right. And like I said, that's why I said that whole story, that part of the story was dope. How they explained everybody's connection, even though the island start making them turn against each other.
Right.
All that did was make them focus on a lot of the backstory that needed to be filled in.
Right. It's as if Zordon was looking for teenagers with attitudes who wouldn't kill each other.
Right. Right. Especially because once they get to the spot, they open the gate, they walk through the light, and then next thing you see, these motherfuckers is coming down from the sky with their suits on. That's why I said they set you up like, okay, we're gonna show you how they got their powers. Okay, now that you see them getting their powers, we ran out of time. We gonna have to get to this next season. Only thing is, my brother just told me ain't gonna be a season 2.
Oh, wow.
Yep, they canceled Jupiter's Legacy. He didn't really tell me why. He was like, he didn't find out why, but he did hear that they canceled season 2 of Jupiter's Legacy.
Now, I'm not going to lie. They ended it on a pretty good-ass cliffhanger to me to find out that Walt is the villain. I mean, that was pretty
Right.
dope. They had something going right there.
But then again, if you think about it, Walt kind of explained everything when he was when he killed his daughter.
Damn.
Because he told her the entire story. The only thing we didn't get to see was them actually claiming their powers and why it manifested the way it did in each of them.
Bro, you know something? I wouldn't be surprised if Walt got them all in an illusion already anyway.
That's what they showed you at the end. Like, that part got me. I couldn't tell if he was actually with his daughter and had the Utopian in a what's the name? A hallucination, or if he was really with the Utopian and had his daughter in a hallucination.
I'm like, bro, either way.
Because it started out his daughter. They showed you the first hallucination. She broke that shit. After she broke it, I was like, okay, this is reality. Then she went to kill him, and he broke it. And that's when you see him over her body. And I'm like, oh, wow. And then with that going, they kept jumping back and forth between that and him talking to the Utopian. Talking about, what's the name? He was talking about, I think, Sky Fox's son, or telling him about how they stopped Sky Fox. but didn't really.
Yeah, it was.
He was like, we
telling
didn't.
him
Yeah.
to look out for. He was telling him he thinks he's losing his son
Right.
because his son is talking about, you know what? We should start killing these niggas.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. How his son was torn between
So-
trying to make dad proud and
Trying to survive.
Right.
Come home because
Right. Dad say we gotta uphold
I mean,
the
now,
code.
to his
but,
credit, he did start that shit.
bruh,
He started it when he punched that nigga face in.
bruh, he pushed that nigga face 6 inches into his skull, bruh.
Like, yeah,
Like-
he started that.
But that's what I was like, yeah, nah, that nigga's dead. Ain't no, he might, no, that nigga's dead.
Oh, man,
That
I
nigga's
didn't like
nose is where his brain should be. Like, the fuck?
that. But yeah, fuck that whole nigga shit. And that's what got the villains on that. All right,
Right.
now we,
right.
you know, we trying to maim and kill you guys now. So,
Right.
I like
But
that.
that
too.
was
I like-
Walt's
I
whole
like-
plan.
Yep. Man, that's crazy, son.
Bro, that's
I'm
why I
mad
said
that- I'm
the
mad that
moment
I got
Walt
season
showed up,
Now I probably know why they're not coming out with a season 2 because they outfits were fucking cheesy.
the outfits were cheesy.
Them shits
The-
were
the-
Chuck E. Cheese.
Like, dude, I don't think they had the money. That might also be it. Cause if
So you gave
if
all your money to your
Nah, they spent all their money on that
the special,
first
all the
season.
special shit.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. They probably spent it all.
Cause
on
they
that
had a
first
lot of
season,
special effects
and
towards the end.
shit didn't pop the way they did. And probably
Right.
because I mean, you got the boys going.
That's another thing they probably say.
Like, you know,
Right, there's too many. Got the boys, fucking Invincible. You got too many. Got people are drowning in superhero shows.
yeah. And they're all the same ones.
Right.
Superhero who can fly. He's got
right,
super
they're all
speed,
based
laser
on the
beam.
same core superheroes that be in the Justice League.
Yeah. It's like, take a lap, lifer. Hang him up, hero.
Like, bruh. Okay. On that note, I will say this. Final word. What's the word, nerd?
Goodbye.
Avita Singh. Now, as I said before, if you want to hit us up, you can hit us up on Twitter at Armand Joseph, ARMOND JOSEPH. You can hit us up on Facebook at Armand.Joseph.9, ARMOND JOSEPH 9. Or you can hit us up on Instagram at AnimeandChill88. You can also check out older episodes of Anime and Chill on YouTube. Look up Anime and Chill, or you can look up the name Armand Joseph, ARMOND JOSEPH. Go check out some of our older videos and see what you like, see what you don't like. You know, have a ball. Come Anime and Chill. Every Thursday at 6, and we got replays on Tuesday at 2. So check us out, radio.fly935.com. Tap listen live. Go ahead, check us out at 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. on Thursdays, with an encore at 7. So yeah, we get into it. Go on your Google Play, Apple App Store. Go ahead, pick up your phone. You got it in your hand anyway. Pick up your phone, go on your Google Play, Apple App Store, type in Fly 93.5, grab that app, go ahead, listen live, player. Grab your favorite person, throw in your favorite tunes, kick your feet up. You know what time it is. It's time to Anime and Chill. Peace.
Dynamic entrance kicking in the door like God. Turn up to the max, shooting energy up to the sky. Tap into the station 935, it's time to rock. Swooshy color backgrounds just to let you know we fly. Undefeated, never beaten, cause we got the skill. Striking all this black gold, you would think we had a drill. We got what you need, homie, so come and get your fill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill. It's time to anime and chill. Relax and unwind, it's time to anime and chill.